Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the Mezco 1/12 Collective Two-Face action figure. So let's check out the packaging here. As you can see, it's got one dark side and one lighter side, just like Two-Face himself. It says Two-Face at the top, Two-Face in the middle, 1/12 Collective by DC at the top, 1/12 Collective. One side says Two-Face, other side says Two-Face in a darker color. At the bottom, there's a bunch of credits. And then on the back, we've got Two-Face here, all of his accessories, all of his different swappable hands. He looks jam-packed with stuff. Even more accessories there, and then a bunch of different action shots with Two-Face. There's also a barcode, in case that happens to help anybody. So with no further ado, let's open him up. And I did end up getting two of these figures, one of which to open and enjoy, and one to keep unopened in my complete 6 and 7 inch unopened Batman action figure collection. So here's the figure, still wrapped in plastic. And then, here it is with the plastic off. Now, here he is with the outer sleeve removed. And here's a clamshell removed from the package. Here's the first layer removed from the top of the clamshell, exposing the figure. And here's the next layer removed, showing you the stand and the rest of his accessories. And here's the final layer removed, finally giving you access to the last few items. And the whole point of that was to show you just how elaborate Mezco's 1/12 Collective packaging is. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all of his accessories laid out. He does come with quite a bit of stuff. He's got his Two-Face stand. He's got the baggie for all your accessories. He's got a rocket launcher with a removable rocket. He's got a briefcase, and it has some light-up features. He's got gauze for his face. He comes with 3 alternate heads, one of which is completely unscarred as Harvey Dent. He has 4 coins with a transparent way to keep it in the air. He's got a combined total of 13 different hands. He's got a machine gun with 4 removable clips. He's got a pistol with a removable clip. He's got 4 knives, and then he also has 4 blast effects for his weapons. Now before we look at his accessories, let's check out the actual figure. So here we go, Two-Face, another Bat Rogue made from Mezco. First of all, his head sculpt. Here's Harvey Dent, regular looking guy. And then here's his scarred side, and it looks great. Kind of reminds me of the Dark Knight film. Very realistic burns. I like it a lot. Look at the detail all over that. Pink, gruesome, deformed, burned. Going further down, his suit is black and red. Different than traditional black and white. He's got soft goods, black shirt, the tie. Little napkin in his pocket. Got a belt. Going further down, see the crease in his pants, dress shoes. Looks very nice, a straight line going through his suit. Very happy to check this Bat Rogue off my list. I would have loved if they made a variation that was black and white. That would have been very cool. And here he is, broken down as far as he can go, with all of his removable parts detached. Now let's take a look at his accessories. And let's start off with the boring stuff. First of all, he has this Mezco Ziploc baggie to keep all your accessories. And you know what? Mezco's one I do try to keep them separated, so it can be very handy. Now let's look at his stand. Got Two-Face, kind of classic font. Of course, it's gray and black, split down the middle. And then it's got this sort of flight stand attached. Can rotate around. The bottom, it's going to be hinged. Hinged again here. Hinged yet again here, and then it has this clamp that can rotate and of course hold your figure. Now let's check out his hands. He's got 7 left hands and 6 right hands, totaling 13 interchangeable hands. Here he is with his first pair of hands. His left hand has a coin on top of it, and his right hand has his thumb a little bit extended, like he just flicked the coin out of his hand. These hands seem to go well together. Here's his next pair of hands. He's got his coin out, he's sort of moving it between his fingers. I remember at the beginning of Arkham City, that's how they introduced Two-Face. I've always liked that sort of look. They both look very nice. And then he has two hands that are both holding the coin, about to flip it in the air. And here's his next pair of hands. These are his fists. And then he has two sort of open and relaxed hands. And his next two hands, his right hand is almost like it's pointing, or it could have the coin between the fingers. And his left hand is a semi-open hand with a trigger finger. And he has one more left hand. It's another semi-open hand, and it has a much more defined trigger finger. And while we're on the subject of his hands, let's check out these coins, something he can handle. He comes with 4 individual lucky coins, and then 4 more lucky coins with a little bit of a flight motion effect, so you can have them throwing in midair. I don't know why he comes with 4. I guess because they're so small you might lose them, and it's a good thing you have extras. I can also definitely use 4 coins for Two-Face, no problem. Each one of these coins has a head on one side and tails on the other side. Kind of generic, but pretty nice for such a small accessory. Let's see if we can take a closer look. Here's one side of the coin. And then the other side. A little bit generic and not super detailed, but still cool to have that nonetheless. Here's Two-Face in his base. You can see the duality all over the place. We've got 2 henchmen, one in black, one in white. His 2 women, Sugar and Spice, one in black, one in white. Burnt flag, whole flag, different large coins, light mirror, dark mirror. Even his table is half and half. Here he is, holding the coin in his hand, fiddling it between his fingers, getting ready to make a decision. And here, with this next hand, about to flip the coin up. Then we switch hands again, insert the coin in midair accessory, and it looks and works great. His entire gang wondering if it's going to be a good or bad decision. And then switch out his left hand, and you can see if the coin landed on heads or tails. Now let's check out his heads. He has 3 different heads. One is Harvey Dent on the left, one is Two-Face in the center, and one is an angry Two-Face on the right. Here he is with his first head. This is a Harvey Dent head. I do wish I had a John Wick Mezco figure so I could throw this head on there and see how that would look. Then, with his standard Two-Face head, and then with his angry Two-Face head, you can see even inside his mouth he has almost no cheek there. And he also comes with this gauze accessory that's going to cover his face. It's pretty much a cloth white strap. You can extend it and then wrap it around his head. Here's the gauze covering his face. I could probably do a little better than this. It only takes one piece of the gauze to completely wrap his face, and it stays together pretty nicely. Next, he's got 4 of these small switchblade type knives. They have a pretty nice white handle, silver blade. Looks pretty good. And here he is, holding a couple of those knives. They're a little bit loose in his hands, but they do function okay. Now let's look at his pistol and removable clip. The pistol itself looks pretty good. It's got a black handle, silver the rest of it, and it's a double-barreled pistol. It also comes with this clip. It is removable. You can see the bullets at the top, and you can push that thing in. It already comes with one inside of here, so it effectively has 2 different removable clips. Very nice accessory. Here he is holding the pistol, pointing it right at you. And I will say, this pistol just keeps getting cooler. Something else I noticed about it, you can take the pistol and you can actually cock it back. Very, very cool there. Here's his machine gun. This thing's pretty cool. It's got 2 extended clips sticking out. It's got a brown handle, double-barreled at the top. And then here, we've got the extended clip. You can see the bullet sticking out of the top. Very nice. It already has 2 of them in there. So effectively, it's got a total of 4 now. And here he is, holding the machine gun. And then he's got some kind of a rocket launcher with a removable rocket. This rocket is reused from the Mezco Harley Quinn figure. The rocket launcher, not too bad, a little small, brown handle, silver gun, black base there. And of course you can insert the rocket into the hole. And here he is, holding the rocket launcher. And here he is shooting the rocket. Looks like the coin landed bad side up this time. And then he's got a bunch of blast effects for his guns. They have a little peg in the back that'll fit into the hole in the barrel of the guns. Here he is using a couple of the blast effects. Both the guns have double barrels, and neither of the blast effects accommodate both barrels. A little disappointing there, but these still look very good nonetheless. And then his final accessory. And this thing is one of the coolest things he comes with, and he comes with a bunch of cool stuff. We've got a briefcase here. At the top, it's got a handle that's hinged. It's got 2 clamps on the side. Go ahead, open them up like so. Then you can open his case to reveal what appears to be a bomb inside. Very nice. In addition to that, push this button here, the bomb lights up and it even ticks in the center. Such a cool accessory for Two-Face. Now, this did actually come with batteries, which was very nice. You can take this bomb, open it up. The 2 batteries fit in like so. I actually thought they were coins at first when opening the package. So it comes with everything you need to have this absolutely awesome bomb accessory. I mean, look at that thing. And did I mention it ticks? I mean, that is so cool. And here he is carrying the case. Let's hope the coin lands good side up this time. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, now let's check out his height. From bottom to top, he's sitting at about 6.5 inches tall, which is going to translate to about 16.5 centimeters. Now let's look at his articulation. Starting with his head here. His articulation is at the base of the neck. It can rotate from side to side. He can look up and down about that much. He can tilt from side to side. Pretty good range of motion there. Shoulders on a ball joint, quite about this far. Up, down, around, a little bit obstructed from the jacket here. It's hard to move it forward and up. Don't feel like there's a bicep cut here. Single jointed elbows, and they do have rotation. His wrist can rotate around, and it's going to be hinged as well. He's got a ball joint in his torso, can rotate from side to side, go forward and back as well. Another ball joint in his torso area, a little bit lower his waist, can rotate around, and that one can also go forward a little bit. Legs go about this far, obstructed from the pants. Go forward about that far, back, not too much. Double jointed knees, they go all the way back. Then his leg here can go up and down. It can rotate, and it can't really tilt or rock at all. Here's Two-Face in his base. Get ready to flip a coin and decide if this cop is going to live or die after they spent the last couple hours torturing him. Now let's check him out, compared with some other action figures. Starting off with some other Mezco figures. Here he is, next to one of each of the different Batman rogues that Mezco has made so far. Can't wait to get Mr. Freeze, and can't wait to see what's next. Here he is, with my entire Mezco 1/12 collective action figure collection. It's pretty much all Batman related, and even the non-Batman figures are used in my Batman world. Now let's check him out, next to some other Two-Face figures. Here he is, with all of my DC Direct and DC Collectibles Two-Face figures. And here he is, next to my Mattel Two-Face figures. Then, next to a Mafex Two-Face. And here's my entire collection of Two-Face figures. I am missing a couple from both DC Direct and Mattel. And here he is, next to a few different Harvey Dent figures. Here's some figures I thought would make some good Two-Face henchmen. Here's some twins from the Matrix trilogy. Obviously, twins are very appropriate to use for a Two-Face henchman, as he does everything in pairs of two. And here he is, next to a couple of Mattel wrestling Christian figures. One's the Chase variant, so we got one in black, one in white. Perfect for some more Two-Face twin thugs. I use these two Toy Biz Marvel Legends, White Queen and Black Queen figures, as Two-Face's women. Kind of like a makeshift version of Sugar and Spice from Batman Forever. These two figures are made from the same mold, so it's perfect. Now let's check them out, compared with some action figures from different various companies, to see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix him with. I'll start my comparisons with some larger action figure lines and work my way smaller. Here he is, next to some DST or Diamond Select toys. Then, here he is, next to some McFarlane toys. I can't wait to see their take on Two-Face. And here he is, next to some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. Then, with some NECA figures. And here, next to some Mattel wrestling figures. Then, next to some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. And here, with some Mafex figures. Then, next to some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here he is, next to some SH Figure Arts action figures. And finally, here he is, next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. So overall, this is a very cool figure. His sculpt is very nice. The burn marks on his head just look excellent. The suit is cool, red and black. His accessories are just amazing. An endless amount of different accessories, and they're all very useful. His articulation is pretty good. Could use a little bit more in the elbow and shoulder area. Overall, if I had to rate this guy, I'd give him a solid 8 out of 10. This guy is jam-packed full of stuff, looks great, and is very useful. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure videos from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.